Welcome to From Beneath the Hollywood Sign. If you love old movies, Hollywood history, or the golden age of filmmaking, this is the podcast for you. Hosted by writer-producer Steve Cubine and actress-writer Nan McNamara. And now, Steve and Nan.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to this preview of the next episode of From Beneath the Hollywood Sign. And this one, Steve, is coinciding with the season.
Yes, it's Halloween, everybody, and we've got a great episode for you.
And what was fun about this episode, although we've already recorded it, we didn't know what the other movies were that were being chosen by the other person. So it was kind of a surprise of obscure Halloween movies. These are not your typical,
Yes.
Halloween or something that might be on a list. Rosemary's Baby, perhaps. These are things that, yes, these are things that are more obscure. So I don't really want to.
It was so fun to do this with you, Nan, because I couldn't wait to see what you were going to come up with next, and I loved how in sync we sort of were with our choices.
I purposely did not go back to your Halloween blog to see what was on your list. And we really were in sync. There were two from your blog that we did not get to talk about, one of which I knew and adore, and one of which I had never heard of. So can we just talk about that so our listeners can get a little bit of a preview? Let me pull up a photo from this gem.
I love this movie, and it really is an obscure thriller, and it's really kind of a film noir / thriller, and it's called The Amazing Mr. X. It's a great story. It's about this wealthy widow played by Lynn Barry, who starts hearing her deceased husband's voice in her mansion. So she goes to this spiritualist, played by Turhan Bey, who's a really interesting Austrian-born Turkish descent actor who they actually called in Hollywood the Turkish Delight. And he also dated every beautiful actress in Hollywood, but he plays this fake spiritualist. And then the wonderful and incredibly underrated Kathy O'Donnell plays her younger sister. So it's all about trying to get to the mystery of the husband. Is he dead? Is he not dead? Is the spiritualist real? Is he not real? And it all takes place on a cliffside mansion, and there's spooks and thrills and chills. And it's just a really wonderful, well-made movie. And if you haven't seen it, I really encourage you to check it out. It'll totally put you in the Halloween mood.
I am adding it to my list, which is growing daily.
It's a good one. It's a really good one.
And it's so fun to get a slew of these ready to go and curl up with a nice blanket and a bowl of popcorn and get scared.
Well, the fun part of when we did this podcast was that I actually got to go back and rewatch the movies I chose to talk about, which a lot of them I hadn't seen in 10 years. So that was really fun.
Well, and the other thing that's so exciting about this time that we're in is you can find a lot of these.
Yes.
If you have streaming services, a lot of them are available, and probably more of them will be as we approach Halloween.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
Here's one that's one of my favorites.
All I can say is I love me some Kate Jackson.
Oh, who doesn't love Kate Jackson?
Satan's School for Girls, which actually was a TV movie that was produced by Aaron Spelling. And it's an incredible, chilling movie about this very exclusive girls' school. And one of the girls is murdered. Well, her sister is very suspicious. And the sister's played by the incredible Pamela Franklin, who we do talk about on our podcast for another movie. Well, she goes undercover in this exclusive girls' school, and she finds out that reading and writing and arithmetic aren't the only things being taught here.
Eek.
Yes.
That is a little spooky.
Let's just say Satan is at the lecture hall.
This is not good. Yeah, this was the whole genre of movie of the week that was in the 70s.
Yes.
That I keep wishing somebody would put together a box set of the movies of the week from that era. it must be something to do with different people holding rights for it, different production companies,
Yeah,
because you would think somebody would have done that by now.
probably so. Wouldn't that be great? That would just
It
be
would.
every film lover's, catnip.
Yeah, exactly. We do have, though, 6 other films that we're gonna be talking about that will put you in the mood for Halloween.
Yes. Creepy, creepy. Lots of fun.
So check us out. The podcast drops on Mondays at midnight, and you can find it wherever you find your podcasts.
We hope you'll check us out.
We'll see you then.